Now, over the last few days, the country has been gripped by the Hollywood-like drama of death and mystery revolving around a 34-year-old female police officer, Caroline Chemutai Kangogo. The officer of the rank of corporal is wanted for the murder of at least 2 men, a fellow police officer in Nakuru and a businessman in Juja, Kiambu County. But the horrific acts that she's supposed to have committed may seem shocking. But Caroline is just one of a growing number of police officers who are choosing this bone-chilling route. The police service has in recent times witnessed more than its fair share of cases of suicides and inexplicable murders. On January 4th this year, a police officer in Garissa, Peter Kiprono, shot and killed himself for unexplained reasons. Hours earlier, a prison warder in Mwea, identified as Kering Kipkosgei, had committed suicide after killing a police officer, Bernard Midhamo, in an alleged love triangle. Still, a day earlier, an officer at the Kamukunji police station here in Nairobi, named as Lawrence Ewoi, killed his female colleague, Maureen Achieng, and injured another colleague before taking his own life. What about the December 30th incident in which an officer, David Toh, attached to the Deputy President William Ruto, jumped into a dam, killing himself? Or the traffic officer in Mombasa who went on social media in full police uniform to cry out for help about a month ago? While individual officers may have their own unique problems, but what is not in doubt, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Kenya Police Service is not a happy place. The number of officers raising the red flag are far too many to wish away. And many experts are now convinced that the police service is facing a scary mental health epidemic. And that is particularly worrying because, you see, police officers are not just any group of public servants. They are often in uniform and they carry guns alongside other deadly weapons. These weapons are meant to serve the public by keeping criminals at bay, ensuring we all can go about our businesses in peace and sleep well at night. And it therefore goes without saying that such an onerous responsibility can only be carried out by a happy, motivated, and mentally healthy officer. But the picture on the ground is anything but. These men and women are exposed to traumatic calls on a daily basis. We call them when there is child abuse, domestic violence, homicide. When there is a horror crash on any road, they will be among the first witnesses of human suffering and death. And if it is violent crime, they will not only witness the pain of victims, but they may well be victims themselves. We have not even talked about the living conditions of a majority of the officers. With a house allowance of as little as 9,000 shillings in urban areas such as Nairobi, these officers are somehow supposed to find decent accommodation and still have the peace of mind to protect the country's millionaires and billionaires, in addition to Wanjiku. And with a monthly salary as little as 18,000 a month for many of them, I shudder to imagine what goes on in their minds as they walk around our posh neighborhoods guarding the high and mighty, or when they hear the cry for help of a sexual offense victim or an ongoing robbery, or when we take all our problems to them at the nearest police post or station. I shudder to imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, no human being can go through such stressful experiences and walk away as if nothing happened. It gets to you sooner or later. So tonight, I close with these thoughts. First, we must continually celebrate, commend, and reward the tens of thousands of diligent, honest police officers who brave all these odds to keep you and I safe. They are there, and they are true Kenyan heroes. Secondly, I'll be the first one to admit that some police officers, whatever their number, are indeed common criminals who must face the full force of the law. But growing evidence suggests that what we are witnessing in the police service is more than common crime. This is a mental health crisis. And to paraphrase the words of the great Professor Francis Imbuga, the madness of an entire nation has disturbed many minds in the police service. We can only ignore it at our own peril. That is my angle tonight.